Oh, wow, I'm live again, guys. What's up, Rich Squad? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Dominic Rich. If you're new, consider hitting the subscribe button. Click the bell to become part of the notification squad. Just waiting for a few people to join the live stream. It's going to take some time, but I have a new live stream set up today. I'm actually downstairs in the basement. What's up, guys? You have Saddam Ishmael up in here, El Chivo, Chris. Guys, let me know if you're hearing me properly and if you're actually seeing me properly, because this is a new setup. This is actually, I'm using the webcam from my my MacBook Pro because, you know, I'm just trying new things. So let me know if you're hearing or you're seeing me properly before we start this live stream. Okay, the sound is good. What about the video? Is the video good or no good? So Saddam said he likes this setup. Manny Major said 100. What's up, Manny Major? All right, so I guess we're ready to go. Guys, is it too dark? Is the lighting good? Let me know what's going on. Persian predicts Milwaukee is up in here. Omar M. Austin Herzig. AVJ 123 is up in here. AVJ 123, man. How's the video quality? How is the audio sounding? This is a test. This is a test before I start because, you know, I'm really self-conscious right about now. Let me know. Does it need more light? Is it too dark? Okay, slightly dark. All right. Slightly dark. How does it look now? Does it look better? Is it better now? In terms of lighting? Okay, much better. All right. Let me see. What about now? Is it better? Okay, so things looks a little better. Let me see. All right, let's go. Let's get this thing popping. All right, this is not 4K or anything, but I'm trying. Let's get this thing on the road. Let's talk about the UEFA Nations League. Let's recap match day 2. It's actually day 4. Match day 2, day 4. I've done live streams for day 1, day 2, day 3, and now I'm here for a 4th day live streaming once again. Thanks to everyone who joined the stream. 15 of you guys, that's a lot of people. To me, that's a lot of people. You know, if I have to talk in front of 15 people, like in real life, I'll be really nervous, you know? So this is a lot of people. This is enough to get the live stream on the road. So let's start with League D as usual. Let's get things popping. Let's not waste any time because we want to get to Q&A where we will talk about a lot of other things, okay? Like maybe the CONCACAF Nations League or AFCON qualifiers. We could actually talk about that if you guys want to. So let's start with League D. Okay, so in League D, first match we're going to talk about is Liechtenstein versus Gibraltar. This is actually a Group 4 fixture. Liechtenstein defeated Gibraltar 2-0 to give the Minnows their second loss, and Liechtenstein is bouncing back from a loss themselves, you know, on the first match day. So Dennis Salanovic scored in the 32nd minute for Liechtenstein, and Sandro Weiser scored in the 72nd minute to give Liechtenstein a well-needed 3 points. So no tidbits. No tidbits. Yeah, we do have a tidbits. Weiser on target for the second time in 44 caps. So this is Sandro Weiser's second international goal. So let's give Weiser a round of applause. You know, his second international goal. So let's move on to the next League D game, which is Macedonia versus Armenia. This game ended in a 2-0 win for Macedonia. They, you know, complete their second win, and they look poised to get, you know, promoted to League C. I actually predicted Macedonia to get promoted from this group, which is also Group 4. Armenia won on match day 1, but, you know, Armenia, guys, they're very, very inconsistent. We had goals by Egzian Alioski, who's scoring again. He scored on match day 1. He scored a penalty. And then Goran Pandev, the veteran, scored in the 59th minute. Guys, Goran Pandev has been around for quite a long time. And you see him with his hair looking kind of, you know, like he's an old man. But 35 is not old. I don't think 35 is old. I was actually thinking about it, and I'm like, 35, that's not old at all. That is not old. 35 is not old. So, but for a footballer, it's old. So Goran Pandev still going strong for Macedonia. I would love to see him go on until he's like 38, you know, help Macedonia possibly reach a World Cup or help them reach Euro 2020. With the way they're playing right now, they could make the playoffs for Euro 2020 and they can qualify. So things are on the up for Macedonia. This is actually, you know, his 32nd international goal, and I do think he's the all-time leading goal scorer for Macedonia. So they make it 2 wins in 2 to go on top of the table in Group 4. Awesome stuff, man. Awesome stuff. Okay, next match, Georgia versus Latvia. So Georgia defeats Latvia 1-0 to continue their winning streak. Latvia losing. I think Latvia lost on match day 1, or they drew. I can't remember. I'll get to it in a moment. But Tornike Okrieshvili. I love those last names, man. Okrieshvili. A lot of their last names end with Vili. He scored a 77th minute penalty to bag 3 points for Georgia. So this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. So they are in Group 1 of League D, and that completes the League D games on match day 2. So what we're actually going to do now, we're going to go to the standings, and then we will actually know what the group standings are looking like. So League D, Group 1, Latvia actually drew their first game versus Andorra. Yes, now remembered, they should have won that match, and they drew it. And now they lost to Georgia. So Georgia on top with 6 points, poised to qualify for Euro 2020 playoffs and to get promoted to League C. Andorra second, 1 point. Latvia third, 1 point with 2 games played. And Kazakhstan at the bottom, 1 game played, 0 points. So in Group 2, they only have 1 game played so far. Belarus on top. Luxembourg second, Moldova third, San Marino fourth, and Group 3 they also have one match as well. Faroe Islands on top, Azerbaijan second, Kosovo third, and Malta fourth. And Group 4 has 2 matches completed with Macedonia on top with 6 points, Armenia second, 3 points with a better goal difference than Liechtenstein, who are third, and Gibraltar fourth without a single point. So Gibraltar might actually not get a point in this group. So as the way things are looking, you know, the teams that I predicted to move on to League C are Georgia, they're on top. Belarus, they're on top. Azerbaijan, they're second, and Macedonia, they're on top. So guys, how are your predictions looking? Because mine's are looking really sweet. Okay, so let's move on to the next matches, which will be in League C. Okay, so the League C games that was played today, we have Cyprus versus Slovenia. You guys know Slovenia lost on match day 1, and they lost again today versus Cyprus. I did not predict any of these teams to get promoted to League B, but, you know, they have to prove me wrong. But Robert Beric scored first for Slovenia, but Cyprus equalized to Piraeus Sotirio. I don't really know if I can say that name properly, but that name is really hard. And then 20 minutes later, Cyprus, who came back from behind, went up and won the match through Peter Stojanovic, 89-minute own goal. So not good at all, Stojanovic. Slovenia, man, really, really struggling. Let me see the lineups. If Jan Oblak was back in the lineup, I really don't think so. Probably not. But for Slovenia, definitely Jan Oblak wasn't even playing. This team doesn't look too strong at all. Damn. Now I understand why Slovenia is struggling. No Jan Oblak and no recognizable name. The only names I recognize is Verbic. I recognize Jokic, the captain, the left back, and Stojanovic, and that's it. You know, so no wonder they are not doing too well. Slovenia, man, could they come back? Could they come back? I doubt. I doubt. So, any tidbits from this match? No tidbits at all. No tidbits. No tidbits. Okay. So let's move on to the next Group B, League C fixture. What am I saying? Guys, I keep getting mixed up with the leagues and the groups, man. I don't know why UEFA did that. They really, really messed us up. But let me see what you guys saying in the chat right now. Okay. Good job, Cyprus, says Persian predicts. Antokines says Turkey will be tough. All right, okay. AVJ123 was hoping Peru would win against Germany. Oh, so Peru and Germany actually played a friendly. I didn't know about the friendlies. I didn't really check the friendlies. But the other groups, the League C fixture, Bulgaria versus Norway. Bulgaria defeated Norway 1-0 after Norway won their match on match day 1. Bulgaria scorer was Radoslav Vasilev in the 58th minute, and Norway failed to reply. So Norway actually, you know, went down to 10 men after Nordveit was dismissed for a high foot challenge or something like that. So not a good look at all. Norway was actually dominating the first half. I think my boy Football Pharaoh actually saw this game, but I didn't actually watch this. I watched the France versus Netherlands match. I did not watch the Bulgaria-Norway. I actually saw quite a few games today as well, but when I get to the games, I will let you know which ones I actually saw. So good result for Bulgaria at home. Good result for Bulgaria. So let me now recap League C. Let me recap League C and let you guys know what's going on in League C so far. Okay, in Group 1 of League C, Albania, Scotland, Israel. Albania on top with 3 points. Scotland and Israel, no points. Scotland yet to play a match. Group 2, Greece, Finland, Estonia, Hungary. Greece on top, 3 points. Finland second, and Estonia third, Hungary fourth. Group 3 that I just discussed. Bulgaria bagging their second win after defeating Slovenia on match day 1. They go on top of the group with 6 points. Norway second with 3 points. Norway is actually the team I'm predicting to move on to the, you know, the next league. But it seems like Bulgaria are really fighting hard. Bulgaria is a team that I predicted to qualify for World Cup 2022. If you go back and check that video, they are one of my surprise teams to make it to the 2022 World Cup. So they might be proving me right here. Cyprus third, 3 points with that win today versus Slovenia. And Slovenia at the bottom looking to get relegated, you know. Not good at all. They could get relegated to, you know, play amongst the minnows. Oh, boy. Not a good look for Slovenia at all. And in Group 4, there were no matches today. Serbia on top, 3 points. Romania second. Montenegro third, and Lithuania fourth. So let's move on to the next league, which is League B. Okay. League B. We had two matches today, which I actually saw both the matches. First match I would like to talk about is the Ukraine versus Slovakia. Ukraine defeated Slovakia at home, 1-0 in front of an empty stadium, you know. And for those of you guys who are wondering why Ukraine actually plays at home and nobody's allowed to watch the matches, it's because, you know, the fans were shouting racist slurs and they got penalized. You know, so that's what you get for being racist. You know, you can't get to watch any games, any of your national team games. So it's a lesson for other nations as well. Andrei Yarmolenko scored a penalty in the 80th minute to give Ukraine the win. It was a hard-fought battle. Slovakia looked really solid in the first half, but in the second half, you know, Ukraine looked the more dangerous team. To guys like Konoplyanka, you know, Yarmolenko wasn't, you know, at his best, but, you know, guys like Stefanenko, Zinchenko came on, played really, really well, and Ukraine bagged the win. So that's 2-2 for Ukraine to defeat Slovakia after they defeated Slovakia's neighbor, Czech Republic, who was once one country. So Ukraine is basically smashing Czechoslovakia. And these Ukraine and Slovakia actually share a border. So these teams are in the same group and they are very close to each other geographically. So good stuff for Ukraine. I actually predicted Slovakia to be the team moving on to the to League A, while Ukraine to get relegated to League C. But Ukraine, they're proving me wrong. They're proving me wrong under Andrei Shevchenko, you know. And fun fact for you guys, Andrei Shevchenko, his team has never scored from a corner routine. And this is actually, I think, his 20th game in charge of Ukraine. Not a good look at all. Not a good look. They need to work on their corner routines because it's a very, very effective way of putting the ball in the back of the net. So Ukraine looking really, really good. Not a good look for Slovakia at all. After they defeated a third-string Danish team last Wednesday, 3-0. Maybe that was a sign. Only 3-0 versus a Denmark team like that, that's not good at all. They should have smashed that team like 11-0 or something like that. You know, so for the next fixture, Denmark versus Wales. This match was a okay game, you know. Not the most exciting of matches. I thought I would have actually seen Wales at their best again today, but Denmark was actually very, very compact defensively, and whenever they had the chance, they made it count through Christian Eriksen, their talisman. You know, Pione Sisto also looked really, really good today. He sent a bullet at Wade Hennessy, and, you know, I was like, wow, you know what I mean? That boy, Pione Sisto is really, really good. Look out for him. And then Thomas Delaney was actually looking really, really good today. The Danes, you know, after what they went through, you know, the whole crisis with the FA and all of that, they came back and they bagged the win. 2-0 win at home. The Danes haven't lost a match in real time since 2016. You know, they lost the penalty shootout versus Croatia at the World Cup, but in real time, you know, full 90 minutes, they have never lost a game. So that's really, really good by the Danes. And come on, Eriksen, man, that guy is just so good. His first goal, the Welsh defenders failed to close him down, and he didn't even have a lot of room. He collected the ball, it popped up, and he hit it on the half volley and in the back of the net, man. It was awesome. And the penalty, clinical. Some may complain that the penalty shot was a bit harsh, but, you know, it hit his hand, and, you know, we had Dennis Eitekin refereeing the game. Guys, if you don't know who Dennis Eitekin is, he was the referee that, you know, oversaw the game Barcelona versus PSG, that 6-1 game. It was Dennis Eitekin. I think after that, he was I think he was banned for a while from refereeing those bigger matches, but it seems like he's back. Seems like Aitiken is back, but he has come in for some criticism after this Denmark versus Wales game. So Denmark starts out the Nations League on a high. And for tidbits, Eriksen has 15 goals in the last 18 games for Denmark. So you see how much Denmark depends on Christian Eriksen. You know, so people might say Denmark is a one-man team. Maybe. But you can't win a game by yourself. You definitely can't. You need somebody to pass the ball to you. So I don't agree with the one-man team thing. Maybe only for Argentina, though. Argentina, but nobody else. So for Group League B, the standings so far in League B, we have Ukraine on top of Group 1 with 6 points. Czech Republic, no point. Slovakia, no point. So the way it's looking so far, Ukraine are poised to, you know, get promoted to League A. You know what I mean? That's big. That's really big for Ukraine. And it will really help to develop their football to take it to the next level. So for Group 2, we have Russia, Sweden, and Turkey. Russia on top 3 points. Sweden yet to play a match. Turkey, they lost versus Russia, so they have no points. In Group 3, we have Bosnia-Herzegovina, Austria yet to play, and Northern Ireland at the bottom who lost to Bosnia on match day 1. And last but not least, Denmark on top of Group 4, Wales second, playing 2 games, lose 1, lost 1, won 1, and the Republic of Ireland, who I'm predicting to get relegated last in the group. So now we move on to Group League A. My bad, League A. So League A, we had France versus Netherlands today. That was the only match in League A played today. Seems like League A, we only have 1 match a day. Did we have 2 matches yesterday? Maybe we did. Maybe we did. But for France, they defeated Netherlands, their neighbors, close neighbors, 2-1. Kylian Mbappe scored first in the 14th minute when he was, you know, beautifully set up for a tap-in. And Ryan Babel equalized when Kenny Tete crossed it over beautifully. It was a nice lead up to that goal. And Ryan Babel just slotted past Alphonse Areola, who couldn't repeat his heroics from the Germany game. And the Netherlands equalized. But Olivier Giroud, the man who did not score for over 800 minutes, broke his duck today, you know, with a 75th minute goal. And you must give Giroud props for this goal because it was never supposed to be a goal. That was never supposed to be a goal. Benjamin Mendy was just subbed on by the coach, and what a bullet of a cross. We see it week in and week out for Manchester City, and he did it again today. And Virgil van Dijk, like he went to sleep. And Giroud just came up behind him and put his foot around him and put it past Cillessen. Cillessen wasn't actually expecting the shot either because, you know, his reaction was so late. I think, you know, Cillessen should have actually stopped that shot, but he failed to do so, and it costed Netherlands 2 points, and France go top of Group 1 with 4 points after 2 games. I'm thinking they beat Germany, but they didn't. It was actually a 0-0 match. So this is France's first home win after their World Cup victory. So that's pretty cool. And as I said earlier, Olivier Giroud, first goal in a very, very long time after he went scoreless at the 2018 World Cup. So to briefly review the standings in Group League A, why do I keep saying Group A? But anyways, France on top of Group 1 with 4 points after 2 games. Germany second, 1 point. Netherlands third. I'm predicting France to qualify for the finals. So Germany to come in second, but it could actually change. Netherlands to get relegated to League B. It looks inevitable for the Netherlands, man. you know, because they had chances today. Wijnaldum had a chance today. Memphis Depay, really, really, you know, bad decision-making by him. And the Netherlands, they look good. Don't get me wrong. They are a good team, talented bunch of players. But I think they need time. They need time, and they need to get their confidence back up. In Group 2, Switzerland, Belgium, Iceland. Belgium yet to play. Iceland lost to Switzerland 6-0. And how much goals will they lose to when they play Belgium? Or will they bounce back? We never know what to expect from Iceland. We don't know. Group 3, Poland, Italy, Portugal. We have an Italy versus Portugal fixture coming up pretty soon. That one is mouth-watering. I'm looking forward to that. But Italy and Poland play to a 1-1 draw. Portugal are yet to play. And last but not least, Group 4, Spain, Croatia, and England. Spain defeated England 2-1 in a controversial match where England scored and the goal was disallowed. And I'm wondering, why are they not using VAR when they use it at the World Cup? Like, it makes no sense. The UEFA Nations League is not as big as the World Cup, but you use it at the World Cup and you're not using it at the Nations League. Makes no sense. Makes no sense, guys. But England, they're at the bottom, no points. So Croatia is the team I'm predicting, to move on to the finals. But Spain is looking good. Spain is looking really, really tasty. So, guys, that rounds off my day 4, match day 2 of the UEFA Nations League. You know, it feels good. It feels good to actually talk about this league. I really admire it, and I want to cover it. I want to cover every single day of it. When it comes back in October, I want to be doing it again. And November, I want to be doing it. And when it goes, you know, into the finals next June, I want to be around to talk about it. But guys, let's get into the fun part, which is the Q&A. 27 minutes gone, and we will now get into Q&A. What do you guys want to talk about? Would you guys like me to discuss the African Cup of Nations or the CONCACAF Nations League fixtures briefly or not? What do you guys want? Do you guys want that, or you just want regular Q&A? There's only 21 people up in here, so it should be really good. Everyone's questions should get answered today. So I'm answering questions right now. We have Daniel Kudlek up in here. What's up, Daniel, man? Welcome to the stream. We have Advenko up in here. He says, AFCON, 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 AFCON. Okay, so Advenko wants to talk about AFCON. So let's talk about AFCON a little bit. AFCON qualifiers. And then we will talk about the CONCACAF Nations League a bit. So how could I get all the AFCON qualifiers? All right. I need all the fixtures. All the fixtures are pretty hard to pull up at one time. Okay, let me try Wikipedia. Maybe Wikipedia might help me out. Okay. Let's go to Wikipedia and do this. All right. This one is hard. This is hard. Okay. All right. All right. We at Group A. We at Group A, the matches in Group A. Okay. Let's start with Group A, where we have Equatorial Guinea. All right. Senegal, Madagascar, Equatorial Guinea, and Sudan. Oh, man. I don't really feel like going through all these games. You know, these are a lot of matches. These are a lot of matches. You know what, guys? I'm actually going to save that for a whole fresh video. And I want to get myself organized to talk about that in another video, because I just feel like I'm going to get confused right now. There's so many groups and there's so many games to go through. So I'm not going to do that. Sorry. I'm not going to do that, guys. Let's just do a bit of Q&A right now. Guys, did you see that Cuba defeated the Turks and Caicos 11? Was it 11-0 or something like that? Or 11-1? I'm not sure, but it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. 11, guys. 11. Cuba versus Turks and Caicos. 11-0. Thank you very much, Antokines. 11-0 for the Cubans. And that's the interesting thing about the CONCACAF Nations League is that we are going to actually get to see a lot of nations we never saw play. We never really, some of you guys never heard of. Like I know a lot of people don't know about the Turks and Caicos. I know a lot of people doesn't even know Cuba plays football, you know. They don't know. But Cuba was actually at the World Cup in the 1930s. Can't remember if it was the first one or the second one, but it was one of those World Cups. It was definitely one of those World Cups. So Advenko says, Turks and Caicos is the lowest ranked team in the world right now. Thank you very much, Advenko, for that fun fact. I actually thought it was like Bhutan or Montserrat or one of those. But Montserrat actually played, was it El Salvador they played? One of those teams, and they scored first. And the other team had to come from behind really late to back the win. So these competitions are only going to help these smaller teams, man. They're only going to help these smaller teams. Thank you, David Schultz, 1938. Thank you. I know it's in the 1930s. I just couldn't remember. So Daniel Refi says, Dom, please stream more. Well, I'll actually try to do that. I actually try to stream a little bit more. But I stayed away from the streaming because I didn't really get my streaming set up right. But I'll see how this one goes. And if I like how it goes, I'll just continue streaming with my laptop. Okay. So questions, guys. Ask your questions. Bring them on. Let's have a nice, fun Q&A. Only 20 of us in here today, so your questions will get answered. Prime time, what's up, man? Hey, Dom, remember you were rooting for Ethiopia to win? They did. 4 teams now on 3 points. Oh, wow. Was I rooting for Ethiopia to win? Was I? I can't remember. Can't remember. All right. Do preview of Mexico versus USA this Tuesday. Oh, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I'll try, but I will definitely watch the game. I'm going to watch the game, and I'm going to do a review of that match like I did a review of the USA versus Mexico. But the previews, man, you know, I'm not really doing much previews these days. I didn't even do, like, previews for the UEFA Nations League. I mean, I just rather do a review of the game, to be honest. To be honest. So, Josip Brajcic asked, who do you think will win Euro 2020? I answered that question yesterday. It could be anybody. It could be anybody. It could be any of the big teams. France, England, Spain, Germany, Belgium, Croatia, even the Netherlands, Poland, Austria, for God's sake. One of those teams. Portugal. Did I say Portugal? They could defend their title. Greece, who knows, could pull another shocker. One of those teams will actually win Euro 2020. Easy. Advenko says, previews usually don't do that well. Yes, yes, yes. And it's not really about views. Everything is not about views, but it's doing things that's actually, you know, people are actually going to watch. Because if you want, you could actually hit me up on my Instagram and ask me who do I think is going to win. But if I'm going to make a video just because someone suggests that I do, just so that they could hear what I'm going to say, and then 200 people watch it when I have 17,000 subscribers, it doesn't make any sense. For real, it doesn't. You know what I mean? And it actually hurts the channel more than it helps the channel. So some things I do because I really want to do it, like the USA versus Brazil. I wasn't actually going to do a review of that game, but I was so impressed with what I saw with the US team, to be honest. Even though they lost, they didn't lose too bad. Brazil actually should have won that game like 5-0, you know, but the US, I saw progress and I wanted to talk about it and shed some light on it. and I will continue to talk about their matches just to see their progress. After all, guys, I live in the USA for the past 15 years. I should talk about their games. I should at least give them that respect, you know. They are by default my team. They are by default my team. So Carlo123, what's up, man? He says, hey, Dom, been watching you from when the World Cup started. Amazing content. You'll blow up on YouTube for sure. All the best from Croatia, brother. Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. But, you know, a lot of people wish that the channel blow up. But sometimes I wonder if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Because if you blow up, it's a lot of pressure on you. It's a lot of pressure. I mean, it's a lot of pressure. The bigger you get, the more pressure, the more eyes are on you. The more eyes are on you, man. You can get away with a lot of things when you're small, but when you get a little bigger, oh, man, everything you get criticized for. Why you do this? Why you do that? Why you talk about this? Why you didn't talk about that? Oh, you talk about this country, but you don't talk about that country, man. Come on, what happened? You have a problem with us? Or, you know, so... man, we'll just have to see what happens, man. We'll just have to see what happens. But if I continue the way, you know, things are going right now, the channel is bound to blow up and be really big, you know. Possibly, you know, one of the biggest one-man football channels in the USA, you know. Right now, maybe I'm like at... I don't even know, but I don't even know how many people from USA are actually doing this kind of content. I know of Jimmy Conrad. He has 100 and something thousand subs. He played for the USA. You know, he's on TV. And there's Football Pharaoh. There's myself. There's a few other people doing it. So I don't really know what's going on right now in terms of that. But let's move on. Okay. All right. Okay. Questions. I saw a question. Okay. Advanco. What countries other than India and China are sleeping giants? I think Canada could be one, especially since they are creating their own league now. Yes, that's a good point. That's a very, very good point. But it's mind-boggling when you think of India and China. Like, these countries, they have a lot of money. These countries have a lot of money, and they have a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like 1 billion each. How is a team not the best, amongst the best in the world? It doesn't have anything to do with population, and it doesn't have anything to do with money. It has to do with culture. If there was no culture, the teams could never develop. And the culture has to be imprinted in the people. It has to be in your blood, you know. Just for India, like how cricket, you know what I'm saying? The kids are born playing cricket, basically. And that's why they produce so many talented cricketers, but they can't replicate it when it comes to football. But if investors start investing into the leagues a little bit, let's say a little bit more, I don't know how much they are invested in the ICL, and you will see development. For the Chinese Super League, I don't know if they're taking the right approach with bringing in all the foreign players and all of that. I don't know if that's the right approach, but we will see a few years from now if it works. Let's see for the 2022 World Cup if it works, if it will actually help China to qualify for that tournament, if it will actually help India to qualify for a future tournament, you know, 2022 or 2022 might be a long shot for India, but 2026 they can definitely shoot for. You know, they could shoot for that. But it would take a lot. It would take a lot of hard work, a lot of going to the grassroots, and they have been doing well. The under-20 team has been performing very, very well, beating Argentina and a few other teams. So there's a silver lining there for India. Okay, so questions. Danny Refer said, Dom wants St. Vincent to qualify for CONCACAF 2019. What is CONCACAF 2019? You mean the Gold Cup? St. Vincent, man, the game versus El Salvador, I actually saw the replay today. And I was like, oh my goodness. I felt so embarrassed, man. I felt so embarrassed. El Salvador defeated St. Vincent 2-0. The first goal was from a free kick. And the ball went straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. He dropped the ball. It was so comical. He dropped the ball and they just tapped it in, goal. And the second goal was like, it was so, I'm like, God. And St. Vincent had a few chances, open header and everything, one-on-one, almost one-on-one with the goalkeeper, put it wide. But it's still early times. It's still early times. We can't write them off yet. They made it to the last 12 of CONCACAF qualifiers for the World Cup. So playing against the USA, Trinidad and Tobago, Guatemala, you know, their team on the up. Let's just say that in CONCACAF. And with the CONCACAF Nations League, it will help small teams like this, you know. Younger players will want to actually make the St. Vincent team because it gives them a chance to travel to other countries, earn some money, and, you know, just develop your game, man. So it's a positive thing. It's a positive thing. So Dom Advenko, Dom footballers can still be in their prime at 31. Go play for St. Vincent. Nah, I can't do that. I could probably make the St. Vincent cricket team, though. Let me just say that. The cricket team, not the football team. Okay. Mr. Tomaszewicz asked, what happened to Madagascar today? I think, what happened to that Madagascar game? Did they lose versus Senegal today? Or did they win? Let me see. I was actually on that right here. So Madagascar versus Senegal. It was actually a 2-2 draw. This is unbelievable stuff, though. Guys, I can't wait to talk about the African Cup of Nations. I'll make a whole live stream just for it. We will talk about African Cup of Nations, okay? I think I should give it the respect and give it its own video. And so I will give the CONCACAF Nations League their own video as well. So we could all talk about that. Madagascar looks like a team on the up, man. I can't believe this. 2-2 versus Senegal, who looks like they fielded a strong 11. Madagascar, wow. They could actually qualify for the tournament. They could actually qualify for the 2014 tournament next year in Cameroon, which will be moved to June, July, I think. So we won't have the problem with the African players having to leave their various leagues in January, February, I think. January, February, around that region, to go back to play the AFCON and disrupt the whole, their team chemistry and disrupt their progress in the league. So it's a good thing. It's a really, really good thing. So AVJ123, Dom, when will you and Foot Dribbler make a video together? Well, we actually planned to make a video together, but Foot Dribbler lives in Connecticut. I live in New York, and he had issues with transportation, you know, and I actually have to talk to him and see if he can find a park. If he finds a park that's, you know, we could actually go and do like a penalty shootout challenge, crossbar challenge or something, you know, I would actually drive up there and do the video with him, but he can't make it to New York. I actually have a really, really prime playing field that we could actually go to and make some sick videos, but I'm not going to drive to Connecticut, pick him up, bring him down here and drop him back and have to come back. It ain't happening. It's not happening at all. That would take me like, at least 5 hours. Plus, it would cost me over $50 in toll alone. So, we will work something out. We will definitely work something out. PJ Maguire says bye. Oh, wow. I didn't even know PJ Maguire was in here. Anyways, let's move on. Whoa. Austin Herzig said, only sad news. There was a stampede that killed someone and injured 40 people in a Senegal match. That's not good at all. That is not good. Yes, Advenko and the gas money. Oh, man, don't even count that gas money. Gas is expensive these days. So, Senegal, wow, that's sad news. Let me see if I can find something on that news. Senegal versus Madagascar. That is not good at all. Anything on that? Oh, fatal stadium crash occurs before Senegal and Madagascar qualifier. So it was actually a stadium crash. Something is saying a stadium crash. Another site is saying a stampede. You know, so they need to get their facts right. Anyways, so let's move on to the question. All right. TRP or Terpimir ZG says, hi, Dominic. How is it going, my man? It's going well, man. It's going well. What is today? Today's a Sunday. I'm losing track of the days, man. It's going well. I'm chilling. I'm in a comfortable chair right now, right here. Nice chair that I bought when I first moved out of my dad's house to live on my own a few years ago. And I still have it. It's a little squeaky because a lot of people have sat in it and destroyed it. But, you know, still good. I think I need to buy a gaming chair, you know. Nice gaming chair would be a good look for me, though. So, Daniel Refi says, school tomorrow. Is that a sad face? It's a good thing I don't have school anymore, though. So ABJ says, oh, I have school, work, and practice tomorrow, man. The life when you go to school, it sucks. But believe you me, it's the same. It's the same when you have to go to work. When you have to go to work, it's the same. You know what I'm saying? Only thing you actually making money. But when you have to only go to work, that's good. I'd rather just go to work and not have to go to school because I know what it feels like to go to school. I know what it feels like to go to school and work. And I know what it feels like to work 2 jobs. So I don't want to do those things again. Don't want to do those things again. So, Daniel Refi, I wish I could make money. You'll make money one day. You could even make money right now. You know, the summer just passed. You could have went to, you know, the supermarket and, you know, buy a 24-pack of water. Take your brother, go on the sidewalk and sell water. You don't want to make money, man. You ain't know how to hustle at all. Definitely don't know how to hustle. Any more questions? Let me see if I see any questions. Looking for questions. So Persian Predicts said bye. All right, see you later, Persian Predicts. Okay, Belmin Koyanik. Are you still in here, Belmin Koyanik? What's up? What do you think about the Northern Ireland versus Bosnia and Herzegovina match? I actually think Bosnia held their own very well in that game. I think they held their own very well in that game. That was an away match for them, so them going there, defeating Northern Ireland was a very, very good display. A lot of people said, or I heard some people say that Northern Ireland outplayed Bosnia, but that's not true. Did not happen. Northern Ireland had, you know, some good chances. They looked really good, but they were wasteful. But when Bosnia had their chances, they put it away. And for the second goal, which I saw, it was a terrible mistake by the goalkeeper. Bosnia pounced on it, and they won the game. So Bosnia, they're looking good. They're looking really, really good, man. They're looking good. Must say that. Bosnia are in League B, right? So they should move on. They definitely should move on. Okay. So Bellman said he doesn't think that Bosnia deserved the win, but of course the result is the most important thing. It is the most important thing. You know, it's not what you deserve. It's, you know, what it is. It's just what it is. Because, for example, at work, guys, listen to this. Some guys, they don't do anything. They don't do anything, and whenever they do something, they don't do it properly, but they get paid more than I do, you know. But when I do the same work, you know, I never get say, yeah, good job, you know. So it's the results, you know what I mean? it is the, you know, the result. The result, everybody gets paid, you know, everybody gets paid. That's the main thing. But it's not how you get the job done. It's basically getting the job done. Okay. Life isn't always fair. Definitely Advenko doesn't, it's not fair at all. I said isn't fair. Okay. So Austin, do you think Luxembourg can top their group, or will it be Belarus? Well, from what Luxembourg did in their first match, they can. They definitely can. And I was actually watching Football Pharaoh's live stream, and he mentioned that Luxembourg have been, you know, have been getting some really, really good results as of late. So they could be a team on the up, you know, even though they lost 8-0 recently last year to Sweden. They bagged a 0-0 draw versus France, the eventual World Cup winners, and, you know, a big win in their first game. So Luxembourg could definitely be a team on the up. Guys, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button for the video. Help, you know, the video get recommended by liking it. If you guys don't know, when you like the video, the more likes the video gets, the more YouTube recommends it, you know, because it counts the likes, the watch time, not so much views, but the watch time, you know. So could never cheat when it comes to watch time. But don't you guys ever forget to like my videos, man. Come on, I put so much effort into making the videos. Do me the courtesy of liking it. Also, if you don't like the video, just leave the video. Don't dislike it, okay? Anyways, Danny Refi says left a like. You're just liking the video, Danny, and you've been in the chat for so long. So Danny is definitely one of the people who watches my videos and don't hit the like button. Shame. Shame on you. Definitely. PJ Maguire, I thought you left. Oh, he was actually telling somebody bye. Oh, yeah, I know, I get it. How do you think the UEFA Nations League 2021 will link to the 2022 World Cup qualifying in UEFA? Great question. Great question. It haven't been thought of yet. UEFA haven't worked out how they would do that yet. But I would imagine it would actually do something different, maybe. They would actually do something different, and they might actually give 4 spots. 4 spots. The winner of the tournament, the winner of League B, C, and the winner of League D could actually get a spot. That could be an interesting proposition right there. 4 spots. 4 of the 13 European spots up for grabs will go to the winners of each league. So then, for qualifiers now, it would actually help some teams. It would actually, but right now it's still in the works. But something like that could actually work. Something like that could actually work, though. So Terpimir ZG, I can't say a name, man. Just give me a name. Give me a name, a different name to say. That name is hard to say, bro. To be honest, I still don't understand how the UEFA Nations League work. The UEFA, how don't you understand how the UEFA Nations League work? Let me explain the UEFA Nations League for you really, really quick in like a minute, okay? All 55 UEFA member associations, all 55 of them, they were placed in 4 leagues, A, B, C, and D, according to the UEFA National Coefficient rankings, according to the strengths of the teams. Strongest teams in League A, then the teams below them in League B, and then the teams below those in League C, and then the weakest teams, the minnows, and some teams who are not really minnows, up-and-coming teams in League D. Okay, now we have the 4 leagues. Are you listening? Are you listening? Okay. From League D, the top team in each of the 4 groups. Okay, League D will be split into 4 groups of 4. So that means 16 teams will be in League D. 16 teams in League D, 4 groups of 4. The winner of each group gets promoted to League C. And the rest 3 teams in each of the 4 groups remain in League D. So the winners of each of the 4 groups gets promoted to League C. And the losers of the 4 groups in League C gets relegated to League D. But with League C, one group has 3 teams, which is Group 1. So the worst third place teams get relegated. The worst third place team get relegated along with the 3 group losers in Group 2, Group 3, and Group 4. Okay, we got that one straight. So 4 teams move down from League C to League D, and 4 teams move up from League D to League C, and it works the same in League B to League A and League B to League C, and the 4 group winners in League A gets promoted to the finals. 4 teams in the finals. They do a draw. They have 2 semifinals, and then the winners go to the finals. The losers of the semifinals play the third place match, and then we have the winners, second place, third place, fourth place. There you go. There you go. There you go. Anyways, let's move on. That was hard. But now you should definitely understand it. For questions, okay. For questions. No problem, PJ Maguire, man. No problem. No problem. No problem at all. Caller123 says, one of my buddies signed for Stuttgart recently. He plays left back and he came from Dinamo Zagreb. Is that Bona Sosa? Is that Bona Sosa? I think that's his name. Really young kid, like 17 years old, or 17 or 18. Bona Sosa. Is that his name? Let me know. Let me know if that's his name. Terpimir. Okay, Terpimir. All right, I know your name now. I know your name now. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. But I think the left back is Bona Sosa. Primetime says, Dom, a short story. When I grew up in Warsaw, there was a young boy in my building, and his name was RL9. Wow. RL9. RL9. Pretty cool. Pretty cool name. Pretty cool name. Okay. That was more than a minute, said Advenko. Yes, it took me more than a minute, but still. All right, Meme King asks, what is your opinion on HNK Rijeka? Hrvatska Nogometna Club Rijeka. I saw the Rijeka versus Dinamo Zagreb fixture, the Rijeka versus Zagreb as they just, not Zagreb, Dinamo fixture. And Rijeka looks like a decent team. They look like a decent team. They earned a 1-1 draw versus Dinamo, who are a very strong team. And, you know, Dinamo looks like they got paper, you know. They make a lot of money from transfers and a lot of other things. But Rijeka is, you know, they look good. They have been runners-up for a few years on the bounce behind Zagreb, who actually won the title for maybe like, I think, 11 seasons on the bounce. And Rijeka was actually the team to stop them in the 2016-17 season when they won the title for the first time ever in their history. And not a lot of teams have won the Hrvatska, you know, league. You know, not a lot of teams have won it. I think it's 4 teams. NK Zagreb won it. Dinamo Zagreb, of course, who was before Croatia Zagreb. Hajduk Split has won it 6 times, and Rijeka won it. And I think those are the only teams who have won the Croatian league. Rijeka looks like a good team, though. I think if they have a good investor, a better sponsor, they could actually bring in, you know, better talent, and they could find themselves in the Europa League and who knows, in the Champions League in the future. So that's something to think about. Oh, man. Okay, so Terpemere says, thanks for the explanation, bro, but I still don't know why not keep the old format. Oh, well. Well, it can't be an old format because it's a new tournament. It's a new tournament, so it's a fresh idea and everything. So I think it's confusing, but it's pretty cool if you sit down and you try to understand it. For months, guys, for months, I didn't try to understand the UEFA Nations League. I could have made a video about it 6 months ago, and that video could have got 100,000 views, but I was like, I don't care right now. And I recently just made a video about it. I just recently understand the UEFA Nations League. So don't feel no way. Just keep watching it. You know, watch the video that I made and you will understand it. And the most important thing to do is read. Reading is fundamental. But remember this. Remember this. Don't believe everything you read still, okay? Don't believe everything you read. Okay, Konstantinos Antopoulos, what's up? He says, you know, sorry for coming late. I know it's late in Greece right now. If you're living in Greece, it's late. It's all right, man. It's all right. What's your opinion on Schalke 04? Asked Carlo E. Well, I haven't seen much of Schalke, but I know they're one of the best teams in the German Bundesliga. They fell off the season before. They didn't do well at all. Or 2 seasons ago, they didn't do too well. They were struggling for a few years. And I could remember when Schalke was actually struggling, like really struggling. And they brought in the striker, the Austrian Guido Burgstaller from the Bundesliga 2. And he just revived their whole campaign. Because what I actually used to do, I used to watch Bundesliga highlights. I used to watch League on highlights and some Serie A highlights. But I don't do a lot of that these days because I'm really busy with my own highlights. You know, so I don't really have time to watch a lot of other stuff. But when I do have some time, I do actually watch, you know, some things. But Schalke, they really bounced back well last season, placing 2nd. You know, that was impressive. Back in the Champions League, and they are a good club. They are definitely a good club, and they should remain that way. Not like Wolfsburg, who was, you know, a top Bundesliga club, won the Bundesliga a few seasons ago as well, quite a few seasons ago, and now they are fighting relegation 2 years in a row. Like, that's bad. That is bad. That is bad. Okay, so PJ Maguire is spamming here. Okay, it's already a success. All the League A teams are going full strength. Yes, PJ Maguire, you're right, but you don't need to spam. No spamming, please. But you are right. Somebody probably said that the UEFA Nations League is not a success. A lot of people are criticizing it, but I do think it's a success. People are taking this thing seriously. The teams are taking it seriously. Managers are taking it seriously. It's a big deal. Players are taking it seriously. It's a big freaking deal. They're competitive games. You know, it's not like friendlies where you're like, it's okay, we lose, whatever, you know. Switch 6 guys at halftime, bring on 6 more, you know, whatever. You know, it's a friendly. We could do whatever we want. No. A lot is at stake here. A lot is at stake. You can lose your place in the team. So it's a serious thing. It's a serious thing. Serious thing. Inquisitive 87-1 asks, you watch the MLS? No, I don't watch the MLS. No, I don't watch the MLS. I will actually try to watch the MLS. Let me just give you that answer. I will try to watch the MLS. I will start watching 1 or 2 games here and there, and then I will actually try to go to a New York Red Bulls or, you know, NYCFC game. You know, they are affiliated with Manchester City. I'll try to do something, but it's not a promise. It's not a promise at all. So Carlo E says in Croatia, it's now 1 o'clock in the night. Pretty cool. Why are you not sleeping, Carlo E? Why are you not sleeping? It's bedtime already. Advenko, Dom, read my last question. Okay, Advenko's last question. All right. Why does Mexico struggle to do anything on the international stage, even though the country has football running through their veins and are some of the most passionate on earth? You are definitely right about that. You are definitely right. Let me take a sip of my drink before I answer that. Okay. Mexico. Mexico was actually the team that I said is the biggest underachievers in world football ever in terms of World Cup and everything. They have been to the World Cup so many times and they just can't do anything. They can't do anything. They can't pass the quarterfinals. And now they can't pass the round of 16. So what is the problem with Mexico? What is the problem? Is it psychological? Is it psychological? You know what could be the problem? Maybe they are too big in Mexico. They are so big in Mexico that it maybe get into their heads, you know, because you're so big in Mexico, but to the rest of the world, you're not big. You're nothing, you know, because you're not winning trophies on the global stage. You're bullying the CONCACAF. And when you go on the global stage, you're not doing anything. So maybe it's something to do with their mentality. Like, for example, prime example for Mexico. Prime example for Mexico. The Gold Cup, the last Gold Cup. A trophy they could have won, and they sent in a weak team. Like, yeah, we're going to send in, you know, Elias Hernandez and company. We're going to send them. And they send those players and they lose to Jamaica. You know, they lose to Jamaica. A team who they should have beaten. No disrespect to Jamaica, but a full-strength Mexico should beat Jamaica, but they did not send a full-strength team. They didn't. And I don't even want to go as far back as the Confederations Cup because I can't remember every detail, but I know they didn't do well at that tournament as well. So I don't want to go back that far. Let's go to the World Cup. Let's go to the World Cup for prime example of mentality problem with that I think with Mexico. Before the World Cup, there was actually a little chatter about some kind of scandal with the players again, you know, celebrated with girls and prostitutes or whatnot and this or whatnot, whatever, rumors, you know, that should have never happened. You know, you don't hear about that with the other teams, you know. So what's the big deal with that? Another mentality problem. They go to the World Cup. I didn't even predict them to get out the groups, and they defeated Germany. Like, wow, they defeated Germany. Big win. Like, God damn, Germany. Mexico, after the game versus Germany, what does Mexico do? The players go and, you know, dye their hair blonde. Like, what is that for? What is that for? You're so cool now. You're so cool. You beat Germany and you dye your hair blonde. Like, I don't get it. I really, really don't get it. I think they did go on and defeat South Korea, right? They defeated South Korea. I think they were on 6 points. They did defeat South Korea, right? They were on 6 points, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Let me come to the chat. You guys might be helping me with that. Yeah, they did defeat South Korea. I do think they did. And they were, all they needed versus Sweden was a freaking draw. A draw. And they are through. They are through. Easy. They go. They're playing attacking football. They go in gung-ho. Like, what's the matter with that? Be smart. Be smart. Go out there, play smart football, you know, pass the ball around, play smart football, rub out a draw, you through. Nah. What are they going to do? And to make matters worse, if they won the group, they would have met Switzerland. They would have met Switzerland, a team that I think they could have beaten. But nah, we go ahead and we lose. We almost didn't make it through. Almost didn't make it through because Germany, with a win, would have knocked Mexico out, I think. And they're lucky. They're lucky Germany lost to South Korea and got knocked out. Mexico go through to play Brazil, a team who I'm like, Mexico ain't beating Brazil. Mexico not beating Brazil. Not now. Not now at the World Cup. They're not going to do it. Some people said, oh, why do you think Mexico don't want to play Brazil? Mexico has a good record versus Brazil. This is the World Cup we're talking about. Mexico ain't beating Brazil in the round of 16. And what? They go on to lose. Sweden goes on to beat Switzerland in the round of 16. That should have been Mexico. Breaking the curse of the quinto partido. You know, but no, they go mentality all messed up and they lost. Get knocked out, go back home. So I think Mexico is a mentality problem. I think it's a mentality problem, and maybe they need to find the ideal coach. Maybe an ideal coach. Maybe they haven't had that coach that will bring out the best. I'm talking about the best in every single player as yet. Because Mexico has quality. I watch the games. They have quality. But it's just, oh, I don't know, man. I really don't know. I really, really don't know, man. So that answers my question. That answers my question. That answers your question. That definitely answers the question. You just got to stay humble. Go out there and let the football talk. Let the football talk. Definitely let the football talk. So 123 Electric Bugalu says they embarrassed us, Croatia, in Brazil 2014, though. Yes, but Croatia pulled things back and look what they did. World Cup final. Smart team. World Cup final. You know, smart manager. Smart manager, man. Could see the guys thinking. The guys thinking, the players are thinking, you know, and you must commend Croatia for that. You must commend them. The players are just tirelessly working, you know, no egos, nothing, not too much flair. And it did the job. It did the job. Some players do need flair. Some players do need flair to perform well. But others just need to just chill and just, you know, stay switched on and go out there and play hard out for the country. Not that the Mexicans don't play their heart out for the country, but sometimes maybe they make it get to their heads just a little bit too much. So Bellman said, Bellman, can Croatia repeat this result once again? Of course they can. Remember they did it 20 years ago. They did it 20 years ago and they did themselves one better by placing second. So third time's the charm, you know. So maybe next time they get to a final, they will win it. Maybe next time. Dom, do you think Carlos Queiroz will stay with Iran in the next World Cup? With these countries, you never know what will happen, man. A lot of these countries, you lose a game, you're out. You never know. So unpredictable. So unpredictable. We don't know what's going on with Carlos Queiroz and the Iranian, you know, FA and all of that. You never, ever know with these football boards. You never know. I can't predict coaches. Maybe the only coach who is guaranteed maybe to be there until 2022 is Joachim Löw. That's it. That's it. And maybe, what's that guy name again? I can't. Why am I forgetting his name? Oh, my God. Why am I forgetting the French manager's name right now? Jesus Christ. Anyways, let's move on. Did you talk about the Afghan qualifications yet? No, I'm going to make a whole new video for that. A whole new video. What do you think? How will Inter perform in the UEFA Champions? Didier Deschamps, thank you very much, PJ Maguire. I've been trying to get this name all day. I saw his face and the name just wasn't coming. This is a man who I know his name since 1998. And sometimes, you know, when you want it, it just can't come out. Okay, how will Inter Milan do in the Champions League? Well, they're back in the Champions League after quite a long hiatus. I think they won it twice under Mourinho and maybe somebody else, or twice with Mourinho. Can't remember, but I know the second time it was with Mourinho. It's nice to see Inter back. Inter was actually a team I predicted to beat Juventus last year to the Scudetto under Luciano Spalletti. But they fell short, but they are back into the Champions League. And I think they could do well. I think Inter is in Group B, right? I think Inter is in Group B, Barcelona's group. I can't remember. Do I have anything written? Yes. Look, I have Champions League stuff written down right here, guys. Inter is in Group B. Barcelona, Tottenham, PSV, Inter Milan. It's a tough group. It's a really tough group. Really tough group. Tottenham, cannot take your eyes off Tottenham. PSV as well could be a thorn in their sides. And, of course, Barcelona. So, Inter can qualify for the round of 16, but they also can miss out. Very easily can miss out on the round of 16. So, ABJ, 1-3. Chicharito, Moreno, Guardado, Vela. Those players were supposed to be example and leaders, instead became flops who wanted money. Yes, correct. So someone says that Kenya qualified. So Kenya qualified for the AFCON already? But we will talk about the AFCON, guys. We will talk about the AFCON. I will get my notes together. I was doing some research on the AFCON and it was incomplete, but I'll do some more and I'll get things together and we will talk about the AFCON because I did want to talk about it. Let's shoot for Wednesday. Wednesday, we will talk about the AFCON. Okay, Dom, someone says, okay, Advenko. Dom, someone else asked if Crvena Zvezda can win the Champions League, but I'm wondering if they can even get out the group. All right, so where is that question? Where I could get that question from again? Can see that question. Okay, I'm looking for that question right now, but I'm not seeing it. Okay, but for that question, Crvena Zvezda, they are in Group C. I don't even need to look at the paper. PSG, Napoli, Liverpool, Crvena Zvezda. Okay, this is a team I did not even predict to make it to the Champions League. I don't have anything to hide here. I predicted Red Bull Leipzig, Red Bull Salzburg, the team from Austria, to defeat them across 2 legs. The first leg in Serbia, it was a draw. It was a draw, a 0-0 draw. And the second leg, Salzburg, they were running away with the game. 2-0. They were 2-0 up. The guy, I can't remember the guy's name, but he looked Middle Eastern. He scored 2 brilliant goals, and Salzburg was waltzing into the Champions League for the first time ever with the name Red Bull Salzburg. And something miraculously happened. Red Star Crvena Zvezda started a fight back, and they scored back-to-back goals to equalize in like 2 minutes, and that was it. That was it. They qualified on the away goal rule, and they're in the Champions League group phase where they were drawn in the group of death. I received so much stick for that, guys. If you go back and check the comment section for those videos, I received so much stick from the Serbian, the Red Star Belgrade fans. They said I hate Serbia. I received some racist slurs. I was told I don't know anything about football. Crvena Zvezda won the 1991 UEFA European Cup. You know, I was told I don't know anything about Slovenia Zvezda. You know, why I'm even predicting games when I don't watch the matches. And I was like, listen to me carefully. Listen to me, okay? Let me tell you one thing. You know, some people get really stupid in the comment section, and those are the people that are not even subscribed to your channel. Note, they come on here and they say, how the hell could I watch 48 teams in the Europa League? How could I watch their football? I can't watch every team in the Europa League. Like in the past, I can't watch them. 32 teams in the Champions League. I might see 1 or 2 games here and there when I, you know, get a glimpse of previous Champions League matches or, you know, La Liga or whatever league they're playing, you know, but the Champions League teams, I do know better than the Europa League teams. I made a video saying my Europa League, you know, draw reaction and prediction. I said, listen, I give a disclaimer before the video started. Clearly I did. I said, listen, I'm not going to know the names. I'm not going to know where most of these teams are from. 48 teams, I'm not going to know where all of them are from, but I'll try to see if I know where some of them are from. People commenting saying, you don't know anything about football because I don't know that Rosenborg is a team from Norway and not from Denmark. It sounds like a Danish team. I just said, oh, maybe it's a Danish team. I'm not sure. You know, there was a team from Luxembourg, I think. There was a team from Czech Republic. There was a team from Cyprus. And I don't know these freaking teams. Like, am I supposed to know these things? But guess what? It's a learning experience. Now I'm going to know these teams. Like before the Champions League qualification matches, I never heard about VDFC, Videoton, Hungary. I never heard about that team. I know of PAOK, but I didn't know the name was pronounced PAOK and not P-A-O-K. But then I knew of AEK Athens, but I didn't know it wasn't AEK Athens. And guess what? Yesterday, I heard a commentator saying AEK Athens. And I'm like, people just need to chill out sometimes. They just need to chill the hell out sometimes. Let's get back to the story. Slovenia Zvezda. Could they win the Champions League? Anything is possible. Let me just say that anything is possible, but come on, guys. Slovenia Zvezda, they're not favorites to win the Champions League. They're not even top 20 to win the Champions League. We know that. If they do go on to repeat what they did in 1991, it will be a miracle. It will be a bigger miracle than Iceland making it to the World Cup, than Iceland making it to US16. It will be bigger than Leicester City winning the English Premier League. It will be bigger than many, you know, wondrous things that has happened lately in football. It will be big, I'm telling you. But I don't think they will win it. But they can. They can, but they are not favorites. So that's just my whole take on the Slovenia Zvezda question. Okay? Anyways, caller said, I'm going to sleep now. Good night, Dom. Thank you very much, man. Thank you. Don't listen to haters. Keep grinding and making content. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it, man. I got a lot of content coming your way, guys. A lot of content for your head top. A lot of dope content for your head top, man. Next question. Will you come to Croatia for some national team games? It will be one hell of a vlog. I want to come to Croatia, but it's too early. It's too early for me to do it. I want to wait. I want to see if people are really, really loyal. And then when I have a few friends already from Croatia, and, you know, as time builds and moves on and the relationship builds, then I will feel safe enough to travel over there. Maybe if I was from Europe, I would have gone there. But if I actually got to come to Croatia, I'm coming alone. I'm coming by myself. So I have to actually develop some, you know, meaningful friendships over there and build a trust with some people before I could actually come to Croatia. I love my life, man. I love my life, you know, but I digress. Questions, more questions. An hour 24 minutes, guys. We still have time. We still have time to answer a lot of questions, man. Okay. Konstantinos Antopoulos says, I finally got your name right, Antopoulos. I think Antopoulos. Yes, pretty easy name. Just got to break it down. I have a video already filmed coming out on how to say Greek football names. I made it a few days ago, but I did not actually, edit it. And another joke for you guys. Guys, let me give you a joke. I made the stupidest mistake ever. I made a prediction, right? And I'm making eight prediction videos for the Champions League for each group. And I actually did Group B. I did Group B, but here, listen to what I did with my dumbass. This is what I did. Group B, Barcelona, Borussia Dortmund, Monaco, and Club Brugge. And I'm like, I made the video and everything, guys. I made the video, edited the whole video, and when I'm about to put my picture on the thumbnail has Barcelona, Tottenham, PSV, and Inter Milan. And I'm telling Tanis, like, what the fuck? Oh my God, what the hell? And I took a good 2 hours to edit the video or more. And plus to record the video. And oh my God, and I was like, what the hell just happened? But I'm like, it's whatever, man. It's whatever. I'll just do it over the correct way. At least I did the research already for Borussia Dortmund, Monaco, Club Brugge. All I need to do is just add Atletico Madrid to it, a team that I already know very well. So, I'm like, it was just funny, guys, because I was so hyped to drop that video, guys. I was so hyped to drop that video, and I screwed up. And it's not the first time that I screwed up. I screwed up before, but it happens, man. It happens. It really happens. But today is the 9th. Champions League start on the 18th. So I have 9 days to drop the remaining 5 videos. So guys, you see how much work I got left to do. The work never ends. It never ends. If you want to do this YouTube thing, a lot of people want to do the YouTube thing, but they don't want to work. And especially with football, like football is a pendulum, man. It's a it keeps swinging. It's a clock, it keeps going around and round and round. It never ever stops. So you can't stop making content. I could make way more content, but I just choose the type of content that I actually want to make. The content that I make, guys, if you have noticed, I've been making more content that stays fresh for a very, very long time. So go back, check my videos. You see the video today, it relates to today. Opening a mail from Zadar, Croatia. That video could be fresh from now until 10 years from now. That could be a fresh video. How to say Croatian names, how to say Bosnian names, fresh. Making a Croatian World Cup jersey, fresh forever. But when you make videos on individual matches, the videos only last 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, the max, and that's it. So if that's all you do, it kind of hinders your channel growth because people don't come back 3 months, 4 months from now to watch the videos. The videos don't work for you. You have to make videos that do work for you when you're not making videos. So while I'm actually doing UEFA Nations League, my videos talking about Croatia is working for me, bringing in subscribers. Some of my World Cup videos still working for me. Videos that I make of, for example, Champions League videos still working for me, will work for me all throughout the whole season. So those are the type of content that you will see me making more than ever. That's why I watched the games today. I didn't actually make a video about each game because it's more meaningful to me to come here and talk to you guys and discuss everything. And that's why I'm doing the live streams. 6 live streams in a row. 6 live streams in a row. Come back tomorrow. I'm going to be here again. And then you might not see the live stream again until, I don't know. But I have been thinking about doing Q&A Fridays again but do it in live. Do it live. What do you guys think about me doing Q&A Fridays as a live stream? Let me know what you think about that in the chat. Q&A Fridays as a live stream. You know, we will, you know, come here, we will talk, and we will ask me any questions. That's what Q&A Fridays will be, an open forum. Just, excuse me, just to have fun. Q&A Fridays, man. Omar M is still up in here. Thank you very much for sticking around. Okay. You should, okay, 123 Electric. Bugalu said, you should get into video editing more. Like in your Yugoslavia video, it would have been, it'll be good if there was a visual representation of the team. I understand what you're saying. I could have actually done that. I could have actually, like, for example, now you're saying it, I could have actually put all the players together. I could have found some way to have all the players line up like this together, you know, and like a team photo with like myself. But, you know, that's thinking in hindsight. You know, you could only say that now in hindsight when the video is already out. But what I did, I did edit the video a lot. I did edit the video. I'm going to defend myself here. I'm going to go off on another rant here. I did edit the video. I did put editing in the video. First of all, when you edit the video, I have to record the video first. I don't record you cannot record a video like that in one take. I don't have a teleprompter, so I have the stuff written down, and I would look at the camera and I would memorize the things and I would say it. And I would say it until I get it just the way I want it to come out. And after I do that, the footage might be very, very long. It might be an hour footage, an hour and a half. And that hour footage now has to be cut down all the way down to 10 minutes. That's hard, to 10 minutes. And when I'm done, I have to get a nice, you know, nice song track to add to the video to make it sound cool. And with a video like that, you were like, what song am I going to use? So I found a song. I was like, that song would be too bouncy for the whole video. So use it as an intro, then find a mellow song for the middle, and then put it in the middle, bring back the other song for the end, and, you know, such and such. And then during the editing, guys, when I say something witty, I actually stop the song so you actually hear my voice only. That's the editing, you know, one of the skills I've developed during editing. Not a lot of people use that editing style. So, you know, that's something I actually do, you know, so it takes time. You edit the video, then you put the music, you edit it again, and then you have to put, you know, your illustrations. I'm not a big fan of illustrations, and I will tell you why. It takes forever to edit illustrations. And I'm only one guy. It takes forever. But I actually made 18 individual pictures in Photoshop with the players, with the flags of their respective countries in the background, you know, looking cool and all, and their position. I could have added more things to it, but I just wanted to be very simple. You know, I want to keep things simple, and it's been working. And then I had to put the pictures in the video, and I think it came out great. I think it came out great, to be honest. To be honest, man. To be honest. So, Advenko asked, Dom, what was the original Yugoslavia thumbnail that you had to change? Well, actually, the whole video pissed off a lot of people, you know. People commented saying things, you know, Croatians don't want to be associated with that and all of that. And the Yugoslavia region was there, the map, but the flag was like, you know, over the region. It was a cutout and the old flag. So putting up that flag, maybe bringing back memories, you know, people don't like it. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to delete the video because the video has nothing to do with anything political. It's all football. I didn't say anything political in the video. And I'm an outsider. I'm in America. We have the First Amendment, the Freedom of Speech Amendment. I did not mean to, you know, offend anyone. And I didn't think the video should have offended anyone. The video was strictly about football. Football, putting players from a region, a former region, a real thing together. You know, and it got a lot of backlash, but I said, you know what? Let me change the flag region picture and put, not the flag, the Yugoslavian flag, and put a picture with all the regions. And I did that, and you know, just to try to. But if you want to see the real picture is at the end of the video anyway. It's still in there. It's still in there. But you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? All right, so Daniel Refi, I'm going to address that question that you're asking right now, and I will address it. He says, who else wants Macaroni to come back? Okay. If Macaroni, who is a YouTuber, well, a former YouTuber, he had a football channel. He's a Canadian young kid. Maybe he's 17 years old now. If he wanted to come back, he would have come back, but maybe he can't come back. You know, his channel was deleted, you know, and I don't want to go into detail right now for why it was deleted, but he hasn't came back on YouTube. Basically, when his channel was deleted, his football channel was deleted, his personal other channel, which had nothing to do with his football channel, was also deleted. His AdSense was suspended and all of that. Like, it was terminated. So he doesn't feel the need to come back, because if he comes back, he's not going to make any money. And he'll have to use maybe his father's name or something for his AdSense account or whatnot. So he probably just chose not to come back. But who knows? Maybe we will see him back if Amazon has, you know, a platform to upload videos in the future. So, RIP to Macaroni's YouTube channel. I'm actually still subscribed to the channel. It's still in my subscription tab. I haven't deleted it from there as yet, but it was sad. But, you know, Macaroni, you know, he did what he, you know, he knows the reason why his channel got deleted, and it's a lesson. It's a lesson for me, and it's a lesson for those who also know why it got deleted. Okay. I think they were offended because they have got nothing better in life to do. Funny. I don't actually think so. I actually think some people will get offended by things like that. Guys, I'm a very, you know, level-headed person. I'm not all, you know, irrational and all of that. The video may piss some people off, but a lot of people, more people like the video than more people dislike the video. So that's a clear sign right there. You cannot please all the people all the time. You can't do it. Some people are going to get pissed off. Some people are going to, you know, appreciate the content. They're going to love it. But it's a learning experience. It's a learning experience. I don't even know if I can do a best Balkan 11. Could I even do a best Balkan 11? Because if I do a best Balkan 11, then I have to include Serbia and Croatians in the team. Could I even do a best Balkan 11? Could I? I don't know. I really don't know. Okay. I'm sorry I skipped your question, Antopoulos. I am hyped because in 10 days, I traveled to Thessaloniki to see my team PAOK playing against Chelsea in Tumba. 500 kilometers trip. Also, if you don't know that, many PAOK reporters saw your video. For real? My video? My video. Oh, and another thing is, what I've realized, guys, what I realized for the 18 of you who are in the chat right now, I appreciate you guys sticking around. Love you guys, man. I really appreciate it. For the 18 of you guys who are still here, what I realized, you talk about smaller nations, you get more attention, you get more love. It's no difference than No different than you talking about England, France, Spain, Germany, or Italy. Guess what? Guess what? You try to play smart as a YouTuber and talk only about the big football leagues. Oh, you know what? Let me talk about Liga. Let me talk about Italian Serie A. Oh, you know what? Let me only talk about English Premier League. If you're not from England, the channel will get nowhere. Nowhere. I'm talking from experience. It will get nowhere. Check your analytics. Check your analytics. You will see how many people from those countries actually subscribe to you. They don't care. They really do not care. But on the flip side, if I cover a Greek football club, they would be like, whoa, somebody actually talking about us, because nobody talks about those clubs. You know, none of the big YouTube channel will ever make a video about those clubs. They don't care. They simply do not care about you. It's the truth. It's the truth. Because they only want to talk about what they already know. You know how easy it is to talk about Chelsea, Man United, Manchester City, Arsenal, PSG, Juventus, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Borussia Dortmund, Bayern Munich. It's easy. Very, very easy. I know the players from those teams. Easy. But let's go to Ajax Athens. Let's go to PAOK. Can't tell me a player from those teams. You know what I mean? You know, you can't. And people do not like to be outside of their comfort zones. But you know what? I'm learning that when you're outside your comfort zone, you know, you make progress, you learn, and you benefit. You benefit. Because a lot of the passionate football fans are actually from those nations. They are. You know, and I've really liked the growth that the channel have seen since I started covering more Croatian stuff. I covered the Champions League qualifying playoffs, you know, like, come on. I was like, you know, my mind was blown. I was like, wow, the attention I'm getting, you know, people writing articles about the videos, you know, the videos getting shared on, you know, popular websites and all that. I was like, wow, humbled, guys, you know. So really, really good experience, man. Belman Koenig said, by the way, Dominic, could you do some videos on history of clubs from all around the world? What do you mean? Like talking about, for example, the history of, let's say, Slovenian club like Olympia, or, you know, what's the other big Slovenian club called again? Can't remember the name, but something like that, right? Something like that. You mean, you know, like talk about the history of Slovenia, Zvezda. You know, people have been telling me to do that, but guys, you know, that would be like a project. That would be like a project. Yes, Maribor. Thank you very much, Maribor. Ziga Karun always talk about Maribor. That's another Slovenian subscriber I got, you know, so I will look into it. I definitely will look into doing something like that. And I have been getting better and better and better at, you know, writing, storytelling. You know, guys, if you don't know, you know, I used to write poetry. And I can actually do poetry as well. So maybe it helped me when I came to YouTube in actually talking and presenting and stuff like that. So I used to be a poet. I used to be somewhat of a poet. So it helped me in my writing and vocabulary and all of that. Guys, if you don't know, I have a really dope vocabulary, but I have suppressed the vocabulary because I tend to dumb myself down so that everyone could understand me. Because if I'm talking to an audience from all over the world, using certain words will not resonate with everybody. They will be like, what do you mean by that? So what I tend to do, I tend to use the simplest form of the word so people could actually understand what I'm saying. And sometimes I tend to talk a little slower so the non-English speaking people could actually grasp some of what I'm saying. So that explains it. That explains me and my whole style and everything. And I have gotten better. I have gotten better over the months, man. Looking back at some of my old videos, like I was like, oh my God. You know, and maybe a year from now, I'll be looking back at this and being like, oh my God, this is terrible. Like, what were you thinking? But it's all progress, man. It's all progress. Okay, try doing a Reddit AMA on our Croatia. It's surely to bring new fans. I actually did that. I share some of my video on the Croatian Reddit, and I know it bring in some fans, but it's also important to bring in your fans organically as well. And you know what? When people share the videos, it helps, man. It helps. Like that video that got to almost 250K views, it was shared so many times. I heard it made local newspapers in Croatia. I heard some of my videos during the World Cup about Croatia was on TV. I was like, you're lying. You gotta be lying. You gotta be lying, man. You gotta be lying. Gotta be lying. But I got more videos. I got more videos coming, man. I got more videos on Croatia coming for all my Croatian fans, the Croatian subscribers. I got a lot of videos for y'all, you know. And the videos are not only for people from Croatia. People from outside of Croatia, other places in the world, would also enjoy the videos because it's something for them to learn, you know. Like, come on. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. All right. Advenko says, Dom, make a video where you try to pronounce Arab player names properly from different Arab countries since you have a large Arab following. Thank you very much for the suggestion. I will definitely look into doing that. It will be part of my How to Say Football Name series, which I have so many series going concurrently. Many series, man. It's so many ideas coming in the head, man. So many ideas. A lot of the new ideas have been working. They have been working so well, you know. They have been working so well, you know. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. All right. So if you make a video about Turkish fans, you could attract more subscribers. They are very passionate. You're right about that. You're right about that. But everything takes time. I will get to Turkey. I will talk more about Greek football clubs. You know, everything takes time. I just can't try to do everything all at once, you know. Guys, you got to remember, I'm only one guy, you know. I'm only one man. It's a one-man band. It's a one-man team, although there's no I in team. It's only me. You know, I do the editing myself. You know, I do thumbnails myself. You know, I start from making thumbnails on my phone. And I just want to get better and better and better and better, guys. That's just the whole aim. You know, I see people on YouTube making nice looking thumbnails on Photoshop. And I'm like, yo, I got to learn to use Photoshop, you know? So I downloaded Photoshop, you know, I didn't pay for it though. And I learned, I started learning, and I'm still learning every day. The more thumbnails that I make, the better I'm getting, the better and better. I'm going to tell you guys this now. Next year, the thumbnails are going to be 50% better than the thumbnails that I'm making now. Because the thumbnails that I made last year are not the type of thumbnails that I'm making now. So it's just a learning experience, man. You know, it's just, you have to just strive to be better and better and better and better, but also not be too hard on yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself at all. Okay. Litvids, what's up, Litvids? You're back. Do you know why Jan Oblak is not starting for Slovenia in the Nations League? To be honest, I have no idea. I really have no idea why they have that keeper and not Jan Oblak. Maybe you know. Maybe you know and you can tell me. So Konstantinos Antopoulos says, Balkans are the most passionate fans in the world. My opinion. Yes, respect your opinion. And I have seen that people from the Balkan region, they're really, really passionate. Other countries have passionate fans, but Balkan nations, they're passionate. For example, Croatia came second in the World Cup. You could have swore they placed first. You could have, what they did in Croatia, the parade is like they placed first. All the jerseys sold out. Every single one sold out. It's a prime example. You know, France, they had a parade, but it was not the same parade like what they had in Croatia. You know, Red Star Belgrade qualifies for the Champions League. The views the video that I made got, I never get those type of videos, views on the Champions League in the past. You know, I never did. So it just shows where the fans are coming from, you know, where the passion and the hype and the enthusiasm is coming from. It's coming from the smaller clubs, the smaller nations, the less known football teams in Europe. All the views are not coming from your Chelsea fans, your Man City fans, your Barcelona, Real Madrid. Nah. So Bethel said, hi, I just realized the wrench. Yes, Bethel. Yes, you got the wrench now, man. You got the wrench. You got the wrench. So you know you got the wrench. You need to do some work. I actually give some more people mod because the channel has doubled in size. So I need more people to look through the comments. Excuse me, for stupid people. Look through the comments for idiots. And I'm not being harsh by saying they're idiots because some people are just idiots, you know. They're not listening to what I'm saying properly, and they're coming on there and they're saying, oh, how do you think, how could you say Red Bull Salzburg will defeat RB Leipzig? First of all, Red Bull Salzburg and RB Leipzig should never be in the same group. It should never even be in the same group. That's how I don't understand what's going on with UEFA. Those two teams are affiliated with the same brand, Red Bull. They should never, ever be in the same group. But the thing is, RB does not stand for Red Bull. It stands for something else in German. So that's how that's probably the loophole. That's probably the loophole. But it's insane. It's politics, though. Politics as usual. Politics as usual, though. But for those guys who are actually moderators, make sure you keep an eye on the comment section. And if someone is saying something out of line to you or to anyone else, you can flag it. It will be held for review where I will review it and I will be like, oh, it's okay. Or I will decide what to do with that person or the comment. So I actually have a few people from Croatia who are mods. Hrvatska Najatsa. I think that's how you say it. He's actually a mod. You know, I look for people who are passionate about the channel, who like my videos, people who actually like me as a person. So that's how you actually become mod. There's someone in here who needs to be mod as well, right here, who has been a fan of the channel for quite a while and who have stuck around. So he deserves to be mod, and whenever he types something and he see that he's mod, he will know who exactly I'm talking about. Okay, Dom, be careful of rogue mods who could start banning random people for no reason. Nah. Every time someone gets banned, I actually could override it. So don't worry about it. So don't worry about that. Believe you me, don't worry about it. Alex Slowick, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Don't worry about the rogue mods, man. There's no rogue mod, believe me. Everyone who I give mod deserves it. They deserve it, believe you me. Believe it or not. So if you're not mod, let me try to speak properly. Guys, if you don't know, Where I'm from, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we have a broken English dialect. We don't speak like proper English there. Like, we do speak proper English, but we also have a local English dialect. So sometimes you might hear it come out and you might hear me pronounce certain words a little off. Don't mind it. It's just my accent, okay? It's just my St. Vincent accent coming out. So Alex Slowick said, being here since 3K. And Alex, how come I don't know you? I never saw a comment. Oh, I can't remember. I just can't remember. But stick around, man. Stick around. I know Belmin Koyanik. I know Belmin, not Koyanik, Koyanich. Belmin Koyanich. What am I should do better than this. I should pronounce every name in the Balkan region. I'm talking, when I say Balkan, I mean Serbian, Croatian, Bosnia-Herzegovina, Slovenian name properly, because I've been working on that a lot lately. So Belmin, I know, has been around for quite a while. I'm even friends with him on Facebook and Instagram, I think. So he's been around quite a while. So thank you for being part of the channel and being in the stream. CR7 Golazo is up in here. Okay, the first video I've seen of yours was a part of the 100 days until the World Cup series. I forget that video was, though. CR7 Golazo, your name looks so familiar. Do you have a YouTube channel, though? Do you have a YouTube channel? That name sounds so familiar. Koyanich. Yes, Koyanich is his name. Konstantinos Antopoulos, if you know the story from last year's season here, we lost the championship because our fan and president and not in the pitch. Yeah, I think Pauk, if you're talking about Pauk, yes, Pauk, and they lost a match, I think, you know, because of fan trouble as well. Someone actually throwing something, hitting one of the players, you know, so yeah. So, okay, we are 1 hour, 56 minutes into the stream. Guys, the stream will end in 2 hours. I don't want to make the stream too long. Not in 2 hours, but it will be a 2-hour stream. Hey, Dominic, I want to ask about PSG. Okay, go ahead and ask. Go ahead. Oh, yeah. Okay, Advenko says, oh, yeah, I remember that power president went on the pitch with a gun. Wow. I did not hear about that. I definitely didn't hear about that, though. A gun. Oh, my goodness. Talk about taking it to the extreme. Talk about taking it to the next level. Like, that escalated quite quickly. Okay, I will take 5 more questions. 5 more questions, and I will end the stream. I will end the stream. Okay. All right. Diana Veliko. Okay, let me make sure I said his name properly. Diana Velikotrav. Diana Velikotrav asked, did you think about looking into the Russian league? To be honest, I did not think about looking into the Russian league. And to be honest, I looked into some other leagues. But when I actually saw the type of work I had to put in, you know, to cover these leagues, I was like, nah, no more leagues. No more leagues. For real. Like I'm already following Manchester City. I'm not doing previews of their games, but I'm actually doing reviews of every game. I will do Champions League. I will do Europa League. I will do the Croatian League. I wanted to add the Saudi Arabian League, and I wanted to do the Greek League. I wanted to do Turkish League, but it's a lot of work, guys. Maybe if I did not have a job, maybe if I didn't have to wake up early to go to work and then do overtime and stuff like that, and I actually made my money from doing YouTube, I would have done all of those leagues, but I haven't really looked into the other leagues, though. Okay. Advenko says, I really like that name, Diana. Ooh, Advenko is hitting on Diana. Are you hitting on Diana? Oh, man. You got a little romance going on in the chat here. Velikotrav. Nice name. Nice name. Nice name. Dom, I think you should only follow a maximum of 4 leagues. I was actually thinking about doing some more videos where I actually follow teams, you know, picking out of the pot which team will I follow from this league, and then not actually do like a preview every week. But at the end of the week, I would actually do a video where I talk about how my teams did and all of that. You know, that could work as well. That could work. Something like that could work, but maybe, oh man, it's hard. It's really hard. It's really, really hard. It's really hard. It is really hard. Okay, CR7 Galazo. The Portuguese league is so overlooked. It's where so much talent in the top 5 league came from and where the best agent in the world find his clients. You are right. You are 100% right. Talk about players coming from Porto, players coming from Benfica and Sporting CP, or even club like Braga, or even some of the smaller clubs. But Portugal, man, it's where it's at. And you could also throw a team like Dinamo Zagreb in there. A lot of players come to the Zagreb academy and the Zagreb first team. A lot of players. Too many to name right now. You know, and those leagues are overlooked. They're overlooked. They're really, really overlooked. Talk about the Eredivisie as well. Dutch Eredivisie. A lot of talent come through that league. Yeah, 4 leagues every season and pick a different set. Yeah, something could work. Stefan Muradali is up in here. What's up, Stefan Muradali? Haven't seen you in quite a while. The man from Trinidad and Tobago, man. Leonardo Di Sabato. What's up, man? What's up? What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. You're late, but welcome to the stream. Okay, question number 2. Question number 2 of 5 last questions. Okay. Kamalnat Payangat asked, hey, Dominic, do you think that PSG will destroy Liverpool? You actually wanted to hear what I think about PSG. PSG underachiever in European competitions. That's what I think about PSG. Like how they don't win the Champions League yet, how they haven't won it yet, it's mind-boggling. But if they don't win it this season, man, they will have some problems. They will always attract big players because they pay well and they are PSG, you know, but they seem to have a problem in the Champions League, man, getting knocked out in the round of 16 year after year. It seems like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's hard to find a problem. It's hard to find a solution to the problem as well. So first you have to find a problem before you find a solution. They have Neymar, Cavani, Mbappe, Verratti, Buffon now, Thiago Silva, Marquinhos, Dani Alves, injured, you know, Julian Draxler. Just to name a few. Angel Di Maria. The team is stacked up with talent, immense talent. Oh, not to forget that guy, what's his name again? Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting. You know, don't forget they have Choupo-Moting now, you know. They have to win it now. They have Choupo-Moting, you know. So PSG, will they smash Liverpool? No, it's not going to be a walkover. Group C is not going to be a walk in the park. They have to go to Serbia to play. And the Serbian fans are going to come out in their hundreds of, not hundreds of thousands, but in their thousands, and back the team. So it will be hard on the road. It's really hard to get results at Anfield. It's really, really hard. You know, Napoli isn't an easy team too, but they could beat Napoli. Could beat Napoli, but Napoli has Carlo Ancelotti as a manager. So, you know, it's gonna be a tough season for PSG. Let's just say that. Let's just say that. But let's move on to the next question. If I miss your question, sorry. Okay. Stefan Muradali says, I'm busy with school these days. Haven't watched YouTube in a while, man. You got to watch YouTube. I've been here for 2 hours and I can't finish my drink. It's crazy. You have to watch YouTube, Stefan. You got to watch a video here and there, man. YouTube can help you with school. It can help you with, you know, motivation. It can help you with entertainment that you need while you're in school. So don't ever stop watching YouTube. And I'm not only talking about my channel, other channels as well. Bellman Koenig, Savannah's Vets that will steal points from some of these three teams for sure. Yes, I said it in the preview. They will. Konstantinos Antopoulos, apple juice. Apple juice, man. Definitely. Green apple juice. I only watch football on YouTube. Ha ha ha. Yes, I watch all different types of channels, though. I watch all different types of channels when I do get the time. But guys, do you know my favorite football channel on YouTube? Guys, I want to know. I'm going to ask you guys a question. The 19 of you guys who are in here, I'm going to ask you a question. If you haven't liked the video, like it. Like it right now. Like it. Get the likes up. Help get the video to 50 likes. But I'm going to ask you guys a question because I actually want to discover a few more channels to watch as well. So, besides my channel, don't put me in this. What other YouTube channels, football YouTube channels, do you watch or do you enjoy watching the most? I want to hear what you guys have to say. Oh, you guys are already actually saying it. Okay, Daniel Refi says Football Pharaoh. Football Pharaoh is actually, to be honest, 100% honest, my favorite football channel on YouTube. Football Pharaoh. And I'm so lucky that I got to meet the guy, you know, twice. So that's my favorite football channel on YouTube. And I have been helping football channel Pharaoh with a lot of things, you know, to help his channel, you know, the presentation and everything. So it's an honor to work with him and to, you know, be his friend as well. So Football Pharaoh, definitely. Love the guy's videos, man. Long videos. I just put the phone in my hoodie if I'm doing some work, put the headphones in and just listen to it. Listen to him talk, do his thing. So knowledgeable, so smart. His vocabulary is off the chain. And, you know, the guy just, you know, he's an awesome dude, man. He's an awesome dude. And people say, you deserve more subscribers, man. The channel will grow. The channel will continue growing, you know. Okay. Omar M says Jimmy Conrad. Okay, Omar M, what do you love about Jimmy Conrad? What do you love about Jimmy Conrad? Tell me. Advenko says, I watch Liverpool Football Talk. I don't know about that channel at all. Okay. Yaya Toure to Juventus, Juventus, Olympiacos. Opinion as a Man City fan. Okay, he actually goes back to Olympiacos, a club who he played for maybe a few seasons. Good look for Yaya Toure, man. Happy for him. Juventus. Olympiacos is actually in the UEFA Europa League, so he will be in the European competition. You know, I'm happy for him. City did not treat him good under Pep Guardiola, and I'm happy that Olympiacos now has a class player. He's old, a little old now in football age, but he's class. Okay. So Mark Pacelli says Football Fair is going to stream in a few minutes. Yes, I have to actually try to check out the stream. I have to end mine so that, you know, it actually, you know, whatever, he gets to stream. I watch all the games through a Reddit channel and all the streams with like a 40-second delay. Yes, Reddit is really good. It's really good. Okay, CR7 Galaza said I watch HTC Sport. I actually like that channel. I am subscribed to HTC Sport and HTC Sevens. I like the guy who actually does the voiceovers and does the video. He's a cool guy. I actually commented a few times when the channel was a bit smaller. He replied and everything. So cool channel. Really good content. It gets really good views and everything. Football Republic from time to time. Yeah, that's an old channel. I'm actually subscribed to that as well. I think I am. I watch Copa 90. UK and US and Jimmy Conrad. I am subscribed to Copa 90 as well. PJ McGuire said I subscribe to you from Football Pharaoh. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. Oh yeah, Belmont. T for Football is such a good channel. I watch a few T for Football videos as well. I think it's all voiceovers. Very, very clean work. Very good animation and everything. It's not my type of channel, to be honest, because I like to see the person and actually like to, you know, get an attachment to the person in the video and everything. So it's not my favorite channel. Good night, Leonardo Di Sobato. Thank you very much for joining. So CR7 Golaza said, don't watch Pharaoh too much. You should watch Pharaoh if you want to hear insightful, meaningful things about, especially about international football. He is the best at that. There ain't no other better. I watch another guy named Alon, but he doesn't upload too much. Okay, well, I haven't heard about him. Cake Soap Oselu, what's up, man? Hey, bro, long time. What's up, man? What up, what up? Also a channel from Croatia called Tribina. It's very nice. I think I have heard about that channel, you know. I have to check out some of these channels. Four Tunes, even though I don't know if he counts. Actually, 4 Tunes, I don't really watch a lot of that because he collaborates with other channels and does video. I wish he could, you know, I could collaborate with 4 Tunes and actually put one of his videos on my channel. That would be crazy. You know, that would be crazy, but I don't actually watch too many of the videos. Omar M, he gives a good rundown of weekly football events, in my opinion. Who is that, Omar M? Football Republic. Okay, Football Republic. Football Republic has been around for quite a while. It's a good channel, quite solid channel. Quite solid channel. Better Kabeda, good night. See you at the Pharaoh stream. Thank you very much, man. I think I have to end my stream now because Football Pharaoh is actually doing a stream. I have to chew. Jordy was the first football YouTuber I watched 5 years ago, but he stopped making football vids. True Jordy still makes football vids here and there, but he is I like to watch his I actually watched a YouTube video. He was talking about YouTube, like how to be a YouTuber or something. And I actually saw that video and it was actually helpful. So I saw that video, but he doesn't actually make much football videos anymore for real. More football channels. What do you guys watch? Okay. So guys, I'm going to end the stream right here. 17 of you guys who are in here, man. Thank you very much, man, for coming here. Okay, one more thing. Advenko says also should watch T for Football because they make journalistic types of videos about football and it's very good. And yes, it's very true. I watched a video on how the kits, how teams make if teams make money from kits and all of that. And I actually learned that it's the manufacturers that makes the money from the kits. You know, the club gets a kit sponsorship and the kit sales goes to the Nike, you know, and maybe if they sell a certain amount, then maybe the clubs might get some of that money. But, you know, now I know. So when you buy a kit, you're basically supporting the manufacturer more than the, you know, the team itself. Okay. So guys, thank you very much for joining the stream, man. UEFA Nations League Day 4 roundup. Finished it in 30 minutes, but an hour and a half was dedicated to Q&A. I know you guys like Q&A. Q&A is really good to get one-on-one with the subscribers, the followers, and it's very, very important, and I love doing it, man. I really love doing it. I tried a new setup today. If I actually like how it turns out, I will actually do more right here where I am, but I don't know. The laptops, the thing on the laptop, the webcam, let me wipe it a little. I haven't wiped it. I forgot to wipe it before the video. It's actually not that bad. I think it's in 1080p. I think you could get 1080p from the MacBook Pro. So MacBook Pro, paid over $1,000 for it though. But anyways, guys, thank you very much for joining the stream. I appreciate it. And for anyone who is watching the replay and watch the whole 2 hours, thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. So guys, remember, if you don't have your notifications on, put it on. If you haven't liked the video yet, like the video, please. Go back, watch some of my old videos as well, you know, that I made on the UEFA Nations League. Check out the prediction videos. Just continue supporting the channel in however way you can. So, guys, until next time, man, from your boy Dominic, peace out. Rich Squad.